Youth suicide is a really challenging topic to even broach, right? It's a place that we don't want to go. It's a very scary topic. We think, wow, that's very intimidating. We don't want to talk about that. And I often will say suicide is this 7-letter word, but it packs a powerful punch and it brings up a lot of emotions. But I think it's really important that we have that dialogue because we break down stigmas and we start to have better education with youth. And our youth are wanting to talk about this, and sometimes they might flirt with thinking about what that might mean to have their life ended. And it doesn't mean that every child is going to actually take action on that. But I think it's important as parents, as adults, that we're able to reach out and start to have those conversations with youth so that they know that there's a safe place that they can go to talk about this and not go to the internet or not go to social media, but to go to some appropriate individuals. One of the biggest myths surrounding suicide, and I think it still comes back from my age group and even older, is that talking about it will plant the idea in somebody's mind. And that just simply isn't the case. You're not going to put that idea in somebody's head. If it hasn't already been there, then you're not going to plant it there. So it's okay as a parent to broach the subject, or as an adult or a trusted confidant to talk about it and just talk about just generally just emotional pain, and letting people know that it's okay to talk about. If you're having some emotional pain or you're not sure what to do with things, let's talk about that and let's get you the help that you need. There are some signs that you might see. Some of them might actually just be what youth are experiencing every day. So as a parent or somebody that's around the youth all the time, you'll know your youth best of all, so always trust your instinct. But if you start to see some things like changes in mood, changes in patterns, not wanting to do things that they always love to do. So maybe every Friday night they went out to the hockey game, or they loved engaging in certain activities and they don't want to do that anymore. They're withdrawing from their friends. Maybe it's somebody that always loved to get dressed up and put her makeup on every day and her hair was meticulously done, and all of a sudden doesn't want to do that anymore. So seeing a change in appearance or a change in that person, whichever way it is, but a change in that person, it's like, what's going on and what's driving that? Because kids really at that age, or our teenagers, are just learning their way through life, right? They're trying to learn what resiliency means, what a bad day is like, what disappointment is like. And so learning to help them realize that it's okay. Remember that as adults, you and I have an opportunity to look back on our life and see the ups and downs and the ebbs and flows, and kids don't yet have that living experience to draw from. If you think that your child is wrestling with suicidal thoughts, or maybe they brought it up to you, and sometimes it might be in a way that isn't usually very vocal, but it might be very subtly. So they might just leave you some messages, or I don't want to be around here anymore. You don't have to worry about me being here next summer. We'll ask them, well, what does that mean? And connect them to resources. Look into your community and look for children's health services. Look for mental health supports. There are many different supports, and sometimes it could just be counseling services. The Kids Help Phone is right across our country. Make sure that they have the Kids Help Phone line. As an adult, you can access the Kids Help Phone line as a parent and just say, hey, I've got some questions. I'm not sure what this means. Can you help me out? So you can access that. You can also email them as well.